And welcome back to the Brutal Start on Mimas with me, 54 Bear, the complete idiot. Okay, we are running through the fuel. I'm not certain how much I have left in here. And that would be none. Okay, how are we doing here? Well, fair amount of volatiles, but not too much in the way of oxygen, because I have rejigged this along the lines of what I was talking about. Instead of filtering out the nitrogen, I'm filtering out the oxygen. It goes into the white pipe, which is also connected to this insulated tank. Comes through here. There's a split, so anything that's in here can be used to make fuel. But at the moment, I am pumping this up to 7.5 meg or 7.75 megapascals to fill up the oxygen bottles. Although I do have a fair amount in there, so not a big issue. But the good news is we have a potato, which is very good news because I have almost run out of food. I have 17% of my crunchy bar left. So we have our seed. Excellent. Oh, and a single potato. Good grief. That's probably my fault because I had messed up the grow light logic. Alright, so I think we're okay. I'm going to grow 2 this time. Keep 1 seed as a spare, just in case catastrophe strikes. Now, unfortunately, these potatoes are only 3-star food, so you don't get much in the way of a thirst bonus. All right, I'll keep that as a reserve. Drink the water, get rid of that awful buzzing sound. That's 65. Oh, I've got lots of dregs there. They can all do with being refilled. Okay, but these are thriving. Yeah, I mentioned that I screwed up when I was doing the code last time. And I'd added an additional line which would subtract the value that it was reading from 90. That was me having a brain fart. That was a line of code that needs to be in the solar tracking. Hang on just one sec. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so that extra line of code that was in there was messing it up, unsurprisingly. So I fixed that, and now the solar panel, the grow light works fine off the solar sensor. Okay, now, as it stands at the moment, this 4% of the baked potato I have left will last for 4 hours. And that's for real hours, not for in-game hours. So that's going to last like 2 or 3 days. But having said that, I would like to get a fridge sorted. Normally, I put in the big fridge, and that takes power. I thought it might be fun to try using the other one. Oh, close this. There is a small fridge that you just have to connect to a cold gas supply. And as it happens, I have some cold gas. Well, coolish gas. Yeah, nitrogen. I'm still working on the original jetpack, so that's going to last for a little while. So what I'm going to do is... Did I turn that off? No, I didn't. I'm going to make the small fridge and see how we go with that. Fridge small. Okay, now I'm going to want some uninsulated pipe. I'm going to also want a couple of radiators, I think. There we go. Yeah, 2 will be enough, I think. Not certain, because I've never actually used this before. It's been in the game for ages, but I have never used it. Right, so the fridge we will chuck in there. And I believe they are wall mountable. So let's find somewhere for it to live. Yeah, so you see it's got the gas inlet at the back, and it's alright. Doesn't like the collision, I guess, over there, and I certainly don't want it sticking through the roof. Also, I don't think it's a good idea to have it sticking through the wall, so I mean, they are meant to go on the floor, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to put anything under it, so yeah. Now, because there's going to be cold gas coming in, I'm going to start it with an insulated pipe. That's just so that once this pipe network is full of cold gas, none of that cold is going to leach into the room. Yeah, they're both good. Right. So, on with the piping shenanigans. Any day with piping shenanigans is a good day. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect this pipe. Let's go up. This is just temporary, so yeah, one more. Okay, so that should give us 8 megapascals. That is way more than I actually want. So let's get rid of this one. And I'll start cutting back. Now, should still have 8 megapascals in here. But what I'm going to do is just expand that pipe network. Get this out of the way, won't need this anymore. I'll expand this pipe network. I shall go up with it. Let's see, 3. And that should have significantly reduced the pressure. Right, and as the temperature drops, the pressure will also drop. So I don't want to put too much in there. In fact, I think I'm going to add one more. Because I'm not certain what effect the pressure of the gas in here has on the food. When the fridge door is closed, I don't know whether it considers the food to be in that pressured environment or not. Probably not, but yeah, this I believe should work.
Filter low.
Right, so let's do one there and one there, just for the funkiness, and that should cool it down quite a lot, and it is doing so. Alrighty, let's see how it works. Although I will, oh, that one's actually full. I will fill up these water bottles, or try to anyway. Yep, they're filling up. Let's grab a couple more. 33 and 65. That's a full bottle between them. And as we're out here, we'll check on all of these gases. So, right, so this has now reached pressure, so that means any excess oxygen that is filtered out will end up in here. In the grey pipe, well, we don't have anything, so I'd need to crush some more ice. Now we are out of fuel, so I should start mixing that again. Don't have an awful lot, but we do have some. So I'll start mixing that. That'll be going for a while, and that will start to fill up now. Alright, let's see how good this fridge actually is. Where did my... there it is. Right, so as it is at the moment, this potato will decay completely in 3 hours. And now it will decay in 16 hours. And that's 16 hours of real game time. There is no chance at all that it would sit around for that long. I don't have to have that. But, yeah, I just thought it'd be a fun thing to try. But fridges are white. Okay, now this one is probably close to empty. 0.078 of a litre, so not much, but these should be good for several growth cycles. So I'm not going to worry too much about filling that up. Mainly because the water that I have is quite hot. I've put in some wiring for a digital valve that will go here, and once that's installed, then I can modify this code to deal with the cooling as well. And I had made a mistake before when I was talking about the CO2 in here. The CO2 has been eliminated from this section of pipe, but not this section. But it's not a problem. This is a sealed system, so it won't be taking any of the CO2 from the room. So every time this valve opens, some of the CO2 will go in here, it will cool down, condense, leach through the drain and back into the room, and then it can't get back into the pipe network. So eventually all the CO2 will come out of here. And if things work the way that they should, there won't be any broken pipes. If there are, I don't know who I need to sue. But I have a very good legal team, and I'm sure they'll get right on it. I should probably put some of these inside, but well, that's fine. Anyway, so hopefully we will have 4 potatoes this time. And I can start thinking about trading to get the other seeds I need. I need wheat to make bread, or flour to make bread, and I also need soybeans to make oil, which is used to also make bread, and French fries, which is, favourite food. I mean, any game that doesn't have French fries in the menu is a game, quite frankly, that's just not worth playing. Anyway, thought you might find that interesting. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. 54 Bear out.